Good morning, class. Today we are going to have a topic on abstract classes. Now, let us see what is the abstract class. Abstract classes are the classes which uses a keyword as abstract, and it does not allow us to create any object. If you see the syntax that is given here, that is sub abstract class super class name, means whatever class name you are giving, and before that if you write the word abstract, then for this particular class we cannot create the object. That is the purpose of the abstract class. Now next is your abstract method. Now abstract method is the you can see the definition that is given here, that when you give the method name as an abstract, you cannot write any statement within the bracket. The examples is given here, that is public class employee. Now these are the variables that we have, and the data type, what is a method that we are declaring here. Now if, whatever statement you write within this method, if you write the abstract word here in public abstract void print data, if you write like that, then you will not be allowed to write any statement within this. Now let us see the example here that is given. Now if you see how we have created the abstract class, when you write the class, when you create the class as an abstract here, public abstract class ACC. Now we have a information that is to collect the name and the balance, and here we are creating the method, abstract method printed. Now if you see here below to this, we don't have any statement how usually we have it. Now when we use an abstract method, it can be overridden in the other subclasses. If you see here, there are how many classes we have two subclasses. One is current and other one is saving. Okay, we have two subclasses, and you can see the overridden of the print data, that is overridden ridden here in subclass 1 and subclass 2, both we have got print data that is written. So this is how we are overriding it. Okay, so the data what we are collecting, by now you know what is overridden and what is overriding and what is overriding, overloading and overriding. So you know the differentiation between them. Now in one class we are having, in one there are one super classes, that is the name of the super classes ACC, and there are two subclasses, that is current and saving. Now within this we have got the information that is present here. In the current, you can see what are the information present, what are the information is given here. You can see we are withdraw is there, and all these details are there here. And in the saving we have got this detail that is present, and we are displaying the, if you see here, we are displaying name of the current holder name and the balance amount, what is the balance amount, the same thing is given here. So these two things are overridden. We are not creating any object in this program. Why we are not creating any object in this program? Because we have the abstract class. As the rule says, the abstract class cannot have the object within that. Okay, so we are not creating any object in this program. So this is about the abstract class. Next is a multiple interface. Okay, now what is the purpose of this? Here we'll have multiple. In Java usually it does not allow any multiple inheritance to be taken place. Okay, but then with the help of interface we can use these some behaviors of the classes with each other. If you see here how we are, let us see directly the example that is given here, then it will be easier for you to understand how exactly we are doing it. Okay, now you see here what is the we have got interface circle, we have got interface square, we have got interface rectangle. Now we are implementing it. Okay, we are implementing it. We have, when you have this, these things are written up before you write the class. Okay, now when you get them within that, then you have to use the word implement. Now we are implementing circle, square and rectangle because we have already declared them up as an using an interface method. We are already declaring them. To get them within the program, you have to use the word interface, and after using the word interface, this is how we use the method. Okay, first one is to find the area, then you can see circle, then you can see square, then you can see rectangle. So this is how we create the program based on the implementation and using the interface. Okay, so what is the basic purpose of the interface? Is the interface Now, the basic purpose of the interface is to specify the common behavior that can be implemented among the objects of the various classes. We have got here various, if you see here, they are the common behavior what they are sharing it. Okay, now here they what we are trying to find it out is to find the rectangle area. Now here we have got different implement things that we are implementing it. Okay, that is circle, square and rectangle. And if you see the method name, what we are finding is here, if you see the method name, we have got circle area, square area, rectangle area. The common behavior is what we are trying to find: the area of a circle, area of a square and area of a rectangle. Okay, so this is a common behavior that we are trying to find using the interface. So that's all about this chapter. And this is that's all about the interface. And there are so many things that is there. That is how to execute the inheritance program. We will see it in the next class.